Neighbor keeps throwing their lawn trash over my fence, so I finally decided to give it right back to them. As a 32-year-old man, I bought my first house last year, looking forward to peaceful weekends and working on my own small yard. But my next-door neighbor, an entitled guy named Marcus who drives a luxury truck and treats everyone on our street like hired help, decided my property was his personal dumping ground. A single week after mowing his massive lawn, he would conveniently sweep grass clippings, rotting leaves, and wet branches right over our shared wooden fence. At first, I tried the polite route. I walked over, introduced myself, and gently brought it up, but he just laughed, looked me up and down, and told me that wind happens, so I should just deal with it. He thought he was untouchable because he had lived in the neighborhood longer and had plenty of money to throw around. And things escalated. 2 weeks ago, I found a giant plastic bag filled with heavy wet head trimmings dropped straight into the middle of my flower beds, crushing my girlfriend's favorite hydrangeas. When I confronted him again, he denied it entirely, standing on his porch smirk while pretending he had no idea what I was talking about. That was the moment something snapped. I went straight inside and ordered a high-definition security camera, mounting it discreetly on my roofline. Sure enough, the very next Saturday, the camera caught his grandfather out there on Marcus's orders, systematically loading up piles of yard waste and tossing them directly over the fence. I knew that confronting them with words would change nothing, so I chose a different path. I waited until late Sunday night when their house was completely dark. Went out with a pair of heavy work gloves, gathered every single stray branch, every handful of wet, molding grass clippings, and the entire shredded plastic bag they had thrown over. Instead of just tossing it back over the fence blindly, I walked around to the front and meticulously piled it right across Marcus's pristine, freshly pressure-washed concrete driveway. I laid the wet, muddy debris in a perfect, thick line right behind the rear tires of his precious luxury truck, making it completely impossible for him to back out without crushing it into his tires and spreading the mess everywhere. The next morning, I stood by my kitchen window sipping my coffee as Marcus walked out in his expensive suit. Look of absolute fury on his face when he realized he had to personally clean up his own disgusting, rotting lawn waste in his work clothes before he could even leave for his office was the ultimate vindication payoff. He looked toward my house, completely red-faced, but he knew he could not say a word because my new security camera was pointed right at him. Since that morning, my yard has been completely spotless, and he has learned that some neighbors will not be pushed around.